What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. Today we're going to be discussing X snippets that should release, or we're just going to be looking into some of my favorites that I've been finding over the course of the past couple months since I've been diving into X and just looking for new songs. I also put out a tweet over on my Twitter at ComplexDiscuss. Go follow this because I'm going to do more videos like this where I want you guys to give me input. So a lot of these snippets came from you guys as well, and we're going to dive into all these X songs that I think should release. Alright, I'm gonna start with one of the bigger snippets that we all pretty much know. It's already leaked. I'm gonna get it out of the way though. It's School Globes with Lil Nas X. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this was supposed to release at one point on Bad Vibes Forever, but the reason we didn't end up getting it was obviously because of the controversy between Lil Nas X and X, the beef that they kind of had, or not even that they had, but just Lil Nas X said certain things about X, and it was kind of disrespectful to even have him on the song. And I know a lot of people nowadays have kind of changed their mind about how they feel about the song and the collab. They would be okay with it releasing, but back then it was a bigger thing and people did not want to see this song officially released. Moving on to another snippet that is pretty much well known, I would say at this point. It is Kill My Vibe with Trippie and X. This is the OG version that did not release. Obviously, we got Kill My Vibe with Tom G on Bad Vibes Forever, and if you ask me, I've talked about this before, I think he completely ruins the song. After I did some looking, shout out to Yash for this, but he sent me the leaked version of Kill My Vibe with Trippie, which this is way better than what we saw get released in my opinion, and the song still has an open verse on it. And I did read on The Genius about this. I don't know how accurate this is, but it does say that an open verse on the song, which there is one, was saved for Playboi Carti to put a verse on it, which that's a huge missed opportunity if you ask me. We could have ended up getting a song, Kill My Vibe, with Trippie, X, and Carti, but instead we just got X and Tom G, which I don't even think it's that great of a track anymore, but it's something kind of interesting to look at, and I think it would be really cool if Carti actually would have put a verse on this and we could have seen this released. I did talk to Yash about it as well, why they would have cut Trippie off, and we kind of think that maybe it would be because they didn't want to overfill too many Trippie features on the album because Trippie is on Bad Vibes Forever, but it just does not make sense for them to cut Trippie off this song, in my opinion, especially because he had a good verse.
And this is Trippie Red and X's last song.
Now, moving over to another snippet that has a feature on it, it's Edge of the Earth with Kid Cudi, and I actually read an interview between John Cunningham, and he goes on to confirm that he remembers when X made Edge of the Earth while he was living with him, he was a big fan of Cudi, and he never thought too much about it, but he said he remembers one of the last conversations that they had. He was in LA, and X had FaceTimed him and started playing the new snippet, or this new song. He told him to listen to it, and it was a remix of a Kid Cudi song, and John goes on to say that, you know, we have plans for that, but I can't really talk about it right now. That's something that people should hear. Even though it's in an unfinished state, I think that, you know, if there's anything to be had between those two artists, I think that would make Ja really happy. Now, I don't know if something newer has been said about it to why it hasn't released, because obviously we're midway through 2022 now and it's still not released, but I think if they could get it cleared, this would be a cool collab to see release with Kid Cudi. Another more melodic snippet that I found and that a lot of you said that you would like to hear in CDQ or release is In the End. Well, I know that there is a CDQ version of the song because I found it on YouTube, and by reading through The Genius for it, I saw that it was released on SoundCloud exclusively, but I still think that if there's a more finished or completed version of the song, that this would be something cool for them to finish up and release, at least at some point. In the end, there's also obviously the snippet Elegant. I think this is a lot bigger one. I saw a lot of people talk about this song, and this is one that I would be a huge fan of as well. I think the snippet sounds really cool, and it's also one of those songs that X removed a few days after posting on his SoundCloud, because obviously X used to release music on SoundCloud and then delete them so only certain fans had the songs. He said he did this because he wanted his music to be something that his fans could kind of trade around, something like Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon cards, and I think that's a really cool concept. It sucks a little bit now, but it still sounds like a really cool song. The last song that I'm going to talk about in this video is Hit From The Back, produced by Diplo. Now, I know that there's multiple versions to this song, but there's also the more newer one produced by Diplo. I don't know how a lot of X's fans feel about this one or not. I think it sounds kind of cool, and it would be something that I would at least like to hear what it fully sounds like. Alright, with all this being said, thank you guys for watching and supporting me. If you did enjoy, please make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.